Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a collective love reading for my twin flames. Low communication, possibly no communication. We'll see what Spirit has for us, but twin flames primarily. Let's get some messages from our person. What is going on in this connection? What are their thoughts and feelings? What are their intentions? Let's ask Spirit for some brutally honest, thoughts today. So let's see what we have. Welcome back, everybody. It's for all signs and any sign that you may be thinking of. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. I'm so grateful. It's a fully channeled message. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. I have a breakup. I've been grieving your loss, okay, feeling lonely. I'm having a hard time processing this breakup. I'm struggling, okay. A heartbreak, broken promises. You let me down emotionally. And that's usually the sometimes it's like not even the action. It's that you promised, you emotionally told me that, we were going to be together, we would work through something, or that I was always going to be the only one, or if you wanted somebody else or to be with somebody else, you tell me first, So it's just you promised me that you would communicate with me. I feel like that is the worst part, is that you made me think that I could always trust that you would at least be honest with me, and when you lose that trust of honesty, then I think that hurts you more than anything. Look for the signs, being open to spiritual guidance, being willing to accept the truth, trusting your gut. What is your gut telling you in this situation? I always say, listen to that intuition. If your intuition is telling you it's not over, more than likely it's not over. If your intuition is telling you they really just need a break, or they're just pulling away, or we're going to be fine, we're going to work things out, then trust that, because that is really your best guidance. Better than even, me or any reader. Your own intuition is going to guide you. The answers are always inside of you. And I have, it's difficult, too much drama. Maybe I started pushing this away because of the drama. Maybe it was just always something, somebody who tells you you're too high maintenance. Somebody who tells me you that your family causes too much trouble, interference with something else, an ex, kids, things like that. But there's always drama around us, and twins have a tendency to have like a little bit of a bee's nest going on. They do have a little bit of drama. The tensions are high, Spirit just said. Taking a risk, going on a new adventure, putting ourselves out there. What if, a little bit of a what if, what if we tried again? Would it work? Maybe you feel like, things could change. Things could, we know what doesn't work. Maybe now we know what we need to work on. Change, feeling tied down, anchored, drama. A little bit of I'm pushing it away. So you might have a runner that's pushing it away because they're feeling, and they could have said, like, you're suffocating me. I feel trapped. You don't let me do anything. You are always wanting to know where I am, what I'm doing. You don't trust me. So what they're saying is that they feel trapped. And are you really trapping them? No. It's that they're craving freedom. They're craving not having to report into anybody. It was easier when I was single, which usually they find out it isn't, because they go back out there and they don't like that either. So then they come back. But this feeling of, I don't want to feel trapped. Don't trap me. leaving, breaking the cycle, saying goodbye, and moving on to better things. So I can feel you pulling away. So some of you could be in the cycle right now of somebody feels, you can feel them pulling away, or they feel you pulling away because you feel trapped. And that's probably breaking their heart. Sometimes you don't even have to end it to know that it's almost over or that it's not the same. And that starts to crush you. That, you know, why are you pulling away? We've always been so close. Let's get some cards. Let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, what do you need to tell us here? What is going on? I have a 4 of Cups. I have a 6 of Pentacles. I have a 3 of Cups. And I have a Page of Coins. So the 4 of Cups is the effort. It feels like somebody just hasn't been putting in the effort. It hasn't been fair. One person is probably doing all the work. One person's probably making plans. One person is trying to communicate. One person is trying to get the other person to talk, and you feel like you're pulling teeth. The other one's ignoring you, rolling their eyes and saying, you know, stop asking me so many questions. And it has to be a little bit more that we're both in it. I do feel like I have good news. There is a sense of talking about, you know, either giving this a better shot or, you know, figuring out how to put, I don't feel like they want to completely walk away. I feel that, I guess they want it to be easy. And relationships aren't easy. And when one person isn't putting in any effort and the other one's saying, well, what about me? What about me? And yeah, that starts to look like somebody who's whining. It starts to look like somebody who's, you know, high maintenance. You're asking too much of me. And you're like, I'm just looking for some attention because you don't give me any attention. So in order to put this connection a little bit back together, I feel like we both have to be in it. We both have to be equal. I have an Emperor. I have a 2 of Pentacles. Are they choosing between their career and work and time for work and you? Is their work becoming more important? Is there, are they using it as an excuse? I work hard, I'm tired all the time. They weren't tired when you first started being together. They made all kinds of time for you. I have a King of Swords. Little bit of a tell it like it is. Like, let me tell you how this is going to work. And I don't know if I like that energy. Maybe they've been kind of leading this relationship. It's always about them. It's always about what they want to do, what's on their schedule, what works for them, what doesn't work for them. And you're supposed to like rearrange your life to fit into theirs. So I feel like there's a little bit of unfairness there. Maybe you were willing to accommodate early on because you really like this person and you wanted to make sure that it worked, but something isn't quite balanced with time. I have a Chariot. I do want to continue. I don't feel like this person's walking away, but this person has to be either less selfish and put more energy into you. Maybe they need to take a step back and say, am I really treating the most important person in my life like they're number one? Am I really putting them on a pedestal? Am I making them feel like they're precious to me? And if the answer is no to any of those things, then they have some work to do, because that's how they should be treating you. All right, bottom of the deck, I have a Star, a 5 of Pentacles, and a Fool. The Fool came into me as I do want a fresh start. So It doesn't mean that we are completely over. It means that we definitely both have to try a little bit harder, and we both have to acknowledge that we're not perfect right now, and it's hard. And we could be struggling with some other issues behind the scenes. We could have money issues. We could have health issues. We could have job issues. So there could be some additional things in addition to the two of us not doing as well. But the star is filled with hope, and the star is saying, I want a fresh start, and I'm not willing to walk away, is really the reading. I'm not willing to walk away from this love. So that I want to hold on to today, because when you have the willingness to not walk away, because it's easy to walk away, you can always walk away, start something new. It's harder to stay. It's harder to make it work, right? So, but we have the willingness. The star is giving me this impression of, I have the willingness that I don't want to let you go. I have the willingness that we're still worth it. I have the willingness to keep trying. So this person wants a fresh start. And I guess we both commit to working harder, is how I feel. I feel like we're worth it, or we've got to try, is really how it just came in. We've got to try. Can I have some loving messages, please, Spirit? Twin flames struggle. They really do. And if we've got a big emperor in the room with a big ego, it makes it even a little bit harder, because that person has a tendency to see their life as everybody else evolves around them. And they have a hard time with, there's two people in this connection, and they have to be reminded over and over again. We still have so much to resolve and heal. I wish it was easier. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm feeling in this reading. It's not easy, but we can do it. I'm not sure we can work things out. We need time and space. Maybe that's what we've been doing. Maybe we needed time. Maybe we needed maybe we didn't trust that we could work this out. But I do feel like it's come back around to, we need a fresh start. I'm not willing to walk away. So I do feel like that we are worth working on. I'm not willing to push this out of my life forever. I'm afraid to commit, and I need to work on issues with trust. I'm struggling with that. You ask me what my feelings are. You question me about everything. You throw 1,000 questions at me as soon as I walk in the door, and I see it as drama. And what you're really trying to do is, I just want your attention. I just need your attention again. I need you to put me first. Spirit, please share with me. I hope it's not too late to say that I was wrong. Nothing matters when I'm with you. Yeah, so they realize they're happy when they're with you. I can't stop loving you. We are meant to be. You were right about my issues. My issues. My ego couldn't accept it at the time. Got a big ego. Fill in this room. Your smile in my heart is what helps me to go on. I want to make you happy. I'm trying to figure out a way to make you happy. I'm trying to figure out a way to keep us happy. We hurt each other so much. Only time will tell if we are meant to be. We have to stop hurting each other. Maybe that's something that we say, okay, fresh start is, we don't say hurtful things. It hurts so much. How can it be real? Well, if it's hurting, it's real, right? If you didn't feel anything, then why bother? But if it's hurting, it's real. I was faking when I walked away. It was just my ego and fear. Yeah, so this person's ego got the better of them. Don't tell me what to do. It's really probably what happened. The pain I've been through created walls around my heart, and I pushed you away. If you're feeling lonely, remember that I can't stop thinking about you. I do believe that. I believe this person wants a fresh start. So we're struggling, but we can find our way back together again, Spirit just said. I don't want to give up on this connection, is how it's coming into me today. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. How beautiful. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you for your kind words and comments. Claim it, own it, it's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at KathyMammelin.psychicmedium.com. Also, check out my main channel and my Pick a Card channel for some additional love messages. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we'll see you all again real soon.